Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is Ginseng Roots number 7, the latest issue for the series. Out in comic shops now. It's been out for probably a week or two. This series has been absolutely amazing. It's from Craig Thompson, and it's just been chronicling his life in Wisconsin and around ginseng. This apparently, where he grew up in Wisconsin is like a ginseng capital of the world. Massive producer of it, like the one of the biggest producers of it in the world, and he grew up in the fields, cultivating it and helping farm it and pick it, and it's just like this really big important thing in this community. I have like no idea about this, so this has been a fascinating series. And it's been generally kind of autobiographical, diving into his family life, not just with ginseng, but also discussing his religious upbringing, how he related to like the other kids in the area, kind of dives into the history of ginseng a little bit. I mean, it's truly a spectacular series, and I've praised every single issue, and this one is no different. So this actually shifts, and it seems like it's going to be kind of a two-parter going into the next issue, and it's about the Vang family, and they're Hmong, part of the Hmong people. They were in Laos during the Vietnam War, escaped to the United States, and wound up working in the ginseng fields. And it's about this history of this family and kind of that region and ginseng with that and what those that community went through to get to the United States and just the abuses that they saw during the Vietnam War. It is a very different shift from kind of the normal series, and interesting because of it. It's not just a reflection of the Vang family, but also talks about their coming to this town in Wisconsin, this community, and how they were treated, and specifically, like, some of the racist stuff, but also that there were Vietnam vets who, had trepidation of dealing with them because they were having flashbacks of their time in Vietnam. While this community at the same time would find out that they're vets and immediately like glom onto them in a good way because they saw fellow soldiers in it and people that they could relate to. So it's actually like it's a really fascinating thing of kids relating to each other. But what's really gets interesting is their back material, where Thompson admits he did not know the person he did this story about. So that person kind of just talked about his experience, and Thompson kind of weaves it into his narrative in like this weird interview sort of way, taking you through that experience, while also kind of reflecting on his own. So that's why I kind of say like sort of autobiographical, where it does touch upon a lot of truth and reality, but at the same time also kind of blends things a little bit and switches stuff up. I said it's a really fascinating issue, and it goes a lot into that history. And as usual, the art I think is absolutely amazing. It continues the black, white, and red. The amazing panel work and page work. I mean, it's just the panels they're just not traditional. The lettering is unreal. It talks about when, Craig Thompson was this age as the same other kid, they were into Secret Wars when this kid is like dealing with, trauma from war. It's just a really, really interesting comic, a really interesting issue to go in and shifts things a little bit, which is not necessarily a bad thing at all. Just overall, I've loved this series. I think it's absolutely amazing. It really is diving into a part of America and American history and community that like I'm completely unaware of. So I'm learning tons, and now we kind of diving in and tying in the Hmong people and the history of Laos and Vietnam and all that into that as well. And it just makes for like an even more educational read. Like, I think this is one of the best series of the year. It's just absolutely unreal. I'm baffled how more people aren't talking about this. Amazing art, really interesting storytelling, completely unique, just gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. Out now. We're going to have links underneath where you can go get this, but go hit up your comic shop. They should be able to order this. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code. I'll tell the shops near you. No shop, no problem. We do have some affiliate links. There are affiliate links. We get a small percentage of that by doing that. You help support our site, though, so thank you. But really go and hit up your comic shops. They could use the support, especially this holiday season. And speaking of support, I want to thank you for watching our video. We really appreciate that. If you want the latest comic news, you can hit us up every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.